Do you think cholesterol is always the enemy? What if I told you that what we believe about cholesterol might be dangerously wrong? I was 72, sitting in a cold hospital room, hooked up to machines after a minor heart scare. That's when I heard Dr. William Li speak, and what he said about cholesterol, LDL, and HDL turned everything I thought I knew upside down. This story isn't just about heart health, it's about how one small change in my breakfast routine with oatmeal started reversing years of damage. If you're over 60, or you love someone who is, don't skip this video. Hit the like button if you've ever worried about heart attacks or high cholesterol, and stay with me till the end, because I'll share the exact breakfast that helped clean up my arteries. They told me it was just age, but deep inside, I knew something wasn't right. 3 weeks after my scare, I sat in a small community center, half listening to a health seminar. I wasn't expecting anything life-changing, but then, Dr. William Li took the stage. This man, soft-spoken, but with eyes like he'd seen too many people learn the truth too late, asked one question. What if cholesterol isn't the problem, but how it behaves in your body? It hit me like a thunderbolt. He talked about LDL, the delivery truck of cholesterol. He explained that the truck wasn't evil, the problem was when it crashed and dumped its cargo into the walls of our arteries. That's when oxidized cholesterol turns deadly, especially for seniors like us. He called HDL the cleanup crew. Without enough HDL, those messes don't get cleaned, and over time, they become ticking bombs inside your blood vessels. The twist? He said we can change this with food. Not pills. Not surgery. But real, whole anti-inflammatory foods like oatmeal, rich in beta-glucan, help mop up that toxic cholesterol mess. I remember gripping my chair. Could breakfast really save my life? I raised my hand. What about people in their 70s? He smiled, it's never too late. The body still responds. Especially with foods that support heart health. If you've ever felt like giving up because of your age, hit that like button now. And stay with me, because in a few minutes, I'll share exactly what I changed in my morning routine and how my doctor's jaw dropped at my next blood test. You can feel perfectly fine, and still be one breath away from a heart attack. That's what Dr. William Li said. And it hit me hard. At 76, I wasn't overweight. I walked a little every day. I didn't eat fast food. But what I didn't know was that my arteries were stiffening from years of invisible damage. When my doctor ran a lipid panel, I thought I'd be fine. But the numbers shocked me. LDL, dangerously high. HDL, too low to protect me. C-reactive protein, off the charts, a sign of inflammation silently attacking my heart. But I feel fine, I told the doctor. He looked me in the eye and said, "That's the trap. It's called the silent killer for a reason." I felt betrayed by my own body. But I remembered what Dr. Li said, about oats, beta-glucan, and the power of anti-inflammatory foods to stop and even reverse artery damage. That day, I made a promise. Every morning, I would start with one bowl of oatmeal, real, no sugar, just whole grain and maybe some berries. Within 90 days, something incredible happened. I'll show you what my blood report looked like before and after, you won't believe the difference. If you've ever ignored a blood test or delayed a checkup, leave a comment below, not anymore. Let's hold each other accountable. I didn't know that the real danger wasn't cholesterol. It was oxidized cholesterol. Let me explain, because this part changed everything for me. LDL by itself isn't evil. It's like delivery trucks carrying cholesterol to the cells that need it. But when those trucks get rusty, oxidized, they crash into the artery walls, forming plaque. How does LDL get oxidized? Dr. William Li said it clearly. Stress. Smoking. Air pollution. Ultra-processed food. Even poor sleep. All these things create oxidative stress, turning LDL cholesterol into sticky, dangerous sludge. Here's the twist, I was doing everything right, except sleeping well. I had no idea that chronic insomnia could lead to inflammation, and that inflammation could create potholes in my arteries. So my body was sabotaging itself at night, silently. In segment 5, I'll tell you the exact sleep habit that changed everything, and no, it's not melatonin. But back to cholesterol. I learned that oats and the beta-glucan they contain can reduce both oxidized LDL and inflammation. It's like installing a self-cleaning system inside your arteries. I also added a few foods Dr. Lee suggested, like berries, walnuts, and green tea, all packed with antioxidants to protect my blood vessels. If you're finding this helpful, hit the subscribe button and share this video with someone you care about. Because this kind of knowledge, it could literally save a life. I fixed my cholesterol, in my sleep. Literally. That may sound crazy, but listen carefully. It wasn't a new pill. It wasn't some secret supplement. It was a small habit that I learned from Dr. William Lee that turned out to be a game changer. You see, inflammation and oxidized cholesterol don't just happen during the day. They sneak in, at night, especially when we don't sleep well. For years, I was a night owl. Reading late, scrolling on my iPad, falling asleep with the TV on. My body was resting, but my blood vessels were under attack. But when I started doing one simple thing 30 minutes before bed, everything changed. What was it? A wind-down ritual. I created a routine, like I used to do for my grandkids. A cup of chamomile tea, no screens after 9 p.m., a few pages from a book, and deep breathing. It sounds simple, but this reset my nervous system, reduced inflammation, and improved my blood pressure and HDL levels. Within 4 weeks, my sleep tracker showed deeper sleep. And my next blood test. My LDL cholesterol dropped. My C-reactive protein, a marker of inflammation, was the lowest it had been in years. Now, I call it my heart-healing bedtime. If you're watching this, tell me in the comments, what time do you go to bed? Have you ever tracked your sleep? This matters. Because poor sleep isn't just about feeling tired. It's about your heart, your brain, your arteries. In the next part, I'll show you the 5 foods Dr. Lee told me to eat to supercharge my sleep and fight high blood pressure. So stay with me, and don't forget to hit subscribe if you haven't already. Eat this before bed, and your heart will thank you. That's what Dr. William Lee told me. I thought he was joking, but he wasn't. Food, he said, is information. It tells your body what to do. And when it comes to lowering high blood pressure, reducing inflammation, and improving sleep, these 5 foods changed everything for me. Let me walk you through them. 1. Oats. Yes, good old-fashioned oats. They're rich in beta-glucan, a fiber that lowers LDL cholesterol, reduces C-reactive protein, and feeds your gut microbiome. I eat it 2 hours before bed, with warm almond milk and cinnamon. 2. Tart cherries. These are packed with melatonin and antioxidants. Studies show they improve sleep quality and reduce blood pressure in older adults. I drink a small glass of tart cherry juice every evening. 3. Walnuts. A handful of walnuts gives me omega-3s, magnesium, and melatonin. These nuts relax blood vessels, helping prevent stroke and improve nighttime recovery. 4. Kiwi. Sweet, tangy, and powerful. Kiwi helps increase serotonin, which converts to melatonin. People who eat 2 kiwis before bed sleep longer and more deeply. Plus, it's on every list of the best foods for seniors. 5. Chamomile tea. This gentle tea calms the nervous system, reduces stress, and even improves heart rate variability. It's my favorite bedtime ritual. You're probably wondering, what about cholesterol foods? Can diet alone help avoid medications? Great question. In the next part, I'll reveal the truth about foods that are said to cause cholesterol, and which ones actually help protect your heart. Before we go on, Which of these foods have you tried before bed? Comment below. And if you find this useful, don't forget to like the video, it helps us reach more seniors like you. Eggs will kill you. That's what they told us back in the 90s. Cholesterol foods were public enemy number one. Butter? Evil. Shrimp? Forget about it. And I believed it, until I met Dr. William Lee. He smiled and said, "Harold, it's not about what you eat. It's about what your body does with it. Let's clear this up once and for all, and I promise, by the end of this segment, you'll never look at your plate the same way again." The real problem isn't cholesterol in food. Here's what most doctors don't tell you. Only about 20% of your blood cholesterol comes from what you eat. The other 80%? Your liver makes it. That means demonizing eggs or butter is missing the big picture. Dr. Lee showed me the real issue: inflammation. When your body's inflamed, your LDL cholesterol gets oxidized, it turns sticky and dangerous. That's what causes plaques, heart attack symptoms, and even stroke. So instead of fearing cholesterol foods, we need to reduce the fire inside, with anti-inflammatory foods. Focus on food quality. What makes a food harmful isn't always the cholesterol, it's the processing. An egg from a backyard farm is very different from a sausage in a plastic wrapper. Look at the whole context. Are you eating your egg with veggies and oats? Or with fried bacon, white toast, and soda? Balance matters. Let's talk about smart choices. Dr. Lee taught me that some foods with cholesterol can still be incredibly healthy, like eggs, shrimp, even lean cuts of beef, when eaten in moderation and paired with greens. What truly damages your heart are trans fats, ultra-processed foods, and inactivity. In the next segment, I'll show you a simple 5-day meal plan designed to reduce inflammation, support heart health, and still be delicious. But before we get there, comment below. What's one food you've avoided because you thought it was bad? I'd love to read your stories. And don't forget to like and subscribe, it tells YouTube this is a video that matters to people like us. Eggs will kill you. That's what they told us back in the 90s. Cholesterol foods were public enemy number one. Butter? Evil. Shrimp? Forget about it. And I believed it, until I met Dr. William Lee. He smiled and said, "Harold, it's not about what you eat. It's about what your body does with it. Let's clear this up once and for all, and I promise, by the end of this segment, you'll never look at your plate the same way again." The real problem isn't cholesterol in food. Here's what most doctors don't tell you. Only about 20% of your blood cholesterol comes from what you eat. The other 80%? Your liver makes it. That means demonizing eggs or butter is missing the big picture. Dr. Lee showed me the real issue: inflammation. When your body's inflamed, your LDL cholesterol gets oxidized, it turns sticky and dangerous. That's what causes plaques, heart attack symptoms, and even stroke. So instead of fearing cholesterol foods, we need to reduce the fire inside, with anti-inflammatory foods. Focus on food quality. What makes a food harmful isn't always the cholesterol, it's the processing. An egg from a backyard farm is very different from a sausage in a plastic wrapper. Look at the whole context. Are you eating your egg with veggies and oats? Or with fried bacon, white toast, and soda? Balance matters. Let's talk about smart choices. Dr. Lee taught me that some foods with cholesterol can still be incredibly healthy, like eggs, shrimp, even lean cuts of beef, when eaten in moderation and paired with greens. What truly damages your heart are trans fats, ultra-processed foods, and inactivity. In the next segment, I'll show you a simple 5-day meal plan designed to reduce inflammation, support heart health, and still be delicious. But before we get there, comment below. What's one food you've avoided because you thought it was bad? I'd love to read your stories. And don't forget to like and subscribe, it tells YouTube this is a video that matters to people like us. I used to think meal plans were for athletes, not for grandpas. But when Dr. William Li showed me how anti-inflammatory foods can reverse the damage in our arteries, I realized that planning your plate could save your life. This isn't about dieting. It's about defending your heart. And today, I'm giving you the exact 5-day plan I used to lower my LDL cholesterol, raise my HDL cholesterol, and even reduce my high blood pressure, all without meds. Day 1, Oat Power. Breakfast, steel-cut oatmeal with blueberries and flaxseed. Lunch, lentil soup with kale. Dinner, baked salmon with garlic broccoli. Drink, green tea with lemon. Why it works. Oats reduce LDL. Blueberries are antioxidants. Salmon equals omega-3s, the firefighter for your arteries. Day 2, Green and Lean. Breakfast, scrambled eggs with spinach and tomato. Lunch, quinoa salad with chickpeas, cucumber, olive oil. Dinner, grilled chicken with roasted sweet potatoes. Drink, water infused with mint and cucumber. Twist. Olive oil and spinach help your liver produce more HDL, the cleanup crew. Day 3, Gut Heroes. Breakfast, Greek yogurt with walnuts and chia. Lunch, sardines with whole grain toast and avocado. Dinner, mushroom stir-fry with tofu. Drink, kombucha or kefir. Gut health equals lower inflammation. Remember, good cholesterol isn't just about your blood, your gut microbiome is the control center. Day 4, Simple and Powerful. Breakfast, apple with almond butter. Lunch, broccoli soup and whole wheat toast. Dinner, stir-fried tofu with garlic and sesame. Drink, turmeric tea. Want to know what food melts cholesterol like ice in the sun? Stick around. Day 5, Harold's favorite. Breakfast, overnight oats with cinnamon and banana. Lunch, turkey wrap with greens and hummus. Dinner, baked trout with turmeric rice and asparagus. Drink, blueberry smoothie. Comment below. Which of these meals would you try first? And if you want the full printable version, check the link in the description below. Like if you learned something new. Subscribe for more real health advice from someone who's lived through it. What if it's not too late? That's what I asked myself at 67. I was scared. My blood pressure was sky high. My cholesterol numbers were out of control. And every day, I worried if I was just one missed breath away from a heart attack. But then I met Dr. William Li. And he told me this. You can't control your age. But you can control your inflammation. That line changed my life. And now, it's my mission to help change yours. Whether you're in your 50s, 60s, or 70s, you still have time. To heal. To protect your heart. To reclaim energy. To sleep better. To live longer, stronger, and with dignity. In this series, we've uncovered the myths about cholesterol foods. We've built a simple meal plan that even a grandpa like me can follow. And most importantly, we've shown that your health story isn't finished yet. It's just getting started. So here's what I want you to do. Hit the like button if you found this helpful. Comment below with the one change you'll make starting tonight. Subscribe, because in the next episode, I'm sitting down with Dr. Li again. And this time, he's revealing the truth about intermittent fasting for seniors. You won't want to miss it. Until then, eat well. Breathe deep. Love loud. And remember, the healthiest years of your life might still be ahead.